This is Oliver, and his mood chocolate business is on track to do $11 million in sales this year. And the crazy part is, he started the company just 18 months ago with 0 followers on social media.
This year, we're gonna do over $10 million in revenue.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
In this video, we sat down and talked about his secret TikTok strategy that's going to make him over $4.5 million in profit this year alone.
For the next week, we were ripping the responding to comment videos, and that month we did close to 7-figure.
He also told us why he chose to start a chocolate company even though he had no experience in the industry, and how he thinks anyone can do the same.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm obsessed with sex chocolate. No, it was like, I know that I can market the shit out of this.
This video shares the full playbook on how to use TikTok to build an 8-figure business from scratch. So, sex chocolate. It's safe to say that is a very odd business to start. So how in the world does someone decide that this is the product that they're gonna go all in on?
Most people start off with, trying to build the product and brand, and then they try to figure out how to market it. Whereas I have a very kind of clear understanding and background of TikTok and viral marketing. And so I kind of reverse engineered it, where I was like, how do I build a product that's gonna go viral, that lends itself to organically going viral? That was like the genesis and the thesis of Taps. A lot of people are like, yo, what, sex chocolate? What are you, obsessed with sex? What are you, obsessed with chocolate? And while I certainly like both.
Definitely not your passion.
No. I can't lie, I do like both. But, it wasn't like, oh, I'm obsessed with sex chocolate. No, it was like, I know that I can market the shit out of this. I know that I could blow this thing up on social media and ultimately make this thing pop. And we've done just that. Little secret for you. We actually saw a similar product on TikTok. That was the genesis of Taps. We saw a similar product, and some random chick posted a TikTok about it. It had 8 million views, 2 million likes. I go to do research on the brand. They're not being sold online. Their packaging and branding sucks. They have no social media presence. And it's like, holy shit, there's massive opportunity here. Clearly it can go viral. Clearly it's an intrinsically viral product. If somebody with the right background came in to execute, they could make millions and millions of dollars. And I decided that person was gonna be me.
He saw that the product naturally got people's attention on TikTok because it was controversial, and then realized that the only competitor wasn't even selling on the internet. He then realized his unique skill set of TikTok marketing and online sales would give him an advantage. He saw a gap in the market and he filled it. This is really important for aspiring entrepreneurs to understand before choosing which business to start. Do not look for the best business to start in 2023. Instead, ask yourself, are you the best person for this business? Odds are you have specific knowledge, a specific skill, or a specific network of relationships that will give you an unfair advantage in that market. Do you want help identifying the best business for you personally to start? We have a free tool that will help you generate personalized business ideas based on your advantages. I'll leave that in the first link in the description below. Okay, so he saw the opportunity in the market, but he's never made chocolate before. How did he actually go about getting the product made?
It's crazy that everything is at your fingertips. The reality is, I looked up chocolate co-manufacturer on Google. Nice. And then I scraped every single website for the first 20 or 30 pages, and I was just ringing phones, calling people, pitching myself, asking what their MOQ was, asking,
what's MOQ?
Minimum order quantity.
Okay.
We didn't reinvent the wheel. I'm not a scientist, I'm not a chemist. Basically, we took the most popular and effective natural supplements that usually come in a pill and powder format and repackaged it and turned it into an incredibly luxury experience that was destigmatized, that wasn't taboo, and something that people could be proud to share with their partner.
From idea, from this product, just the very first time you're like, we should try this, to actually having your first sellable product.
Right.
How long was that?
11 months.
11 months.
11 months.
Of R&D basically. So it really is that simple. He just Googled chocolate manufacturer and started calling dozens and dozens of people until he found one that was willing to fulfill his order. And as far as the recipe for the chocolate goes, he didn't reinvent the wheel. He just got a standard chocolate recipe and added the standard supplements for this industry, combined them, and voila. And one thing to note is he doesn't even have a personal warehouse. He just has the chocolate manufacturer ship the product to a third-party logistic company who then packages and ships the products to each individual customer. Okay, so he has the product down and the product is made, but how did he actually go about selling the product? Pay extra close attention to this because this TikTok strategy is genius.
It was intentional from the start. Again, we did not create this brand and be like, okay, how do we market it? We were like, yo, we know how to market it. We know how to get eyeballs. We know how to get, to drive customers. The viral video is not what drives the majority of the sales. It's the follow-up videos. that drives the true conversions. So like what I optimize for is a viral video, right? To get as many views and top of funnel brand awareness as possible. But the sales come from video 2, 3, 4. Once you have the viral video, you want to respond to comments from that OG viral videos with new TikToks. So the creator posts a video, it goes viral, right? Then the creator makes responding to comments from that original viral video, and they're new videos. And when you respond to comments from the original viral video, it actually retargets all of the initial viewers from that original viral video.
If it's from your account?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
So it's like video 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can make as many as you want.
It's like a free retargeting ad.
It's free retargeting.
Wow.
And in those retargeting videos is when you fucking sell the shit out of the product. And you address pain points. You tell them where to shop. You tell them to go to your store and buy it right now before we sell out. Like that is where like you're pushing conversion. But don't get it twisted. You first need the viral video 1 in order to like get to that point. So you should be optimizing for virality. Once you hit virality, video 2 through 10 or 20 is when the bulk of the sales will come. I had a video that did over 30 million views. That video maybe generated $40,000 in sales that day.
Itself.
Okay. The follow-up videos generated $130,000 the next day. And for the next week, we were ripping the responding to comment videos. And that month we did close to 7 figures.
Okay, so the idea is to make dozens of videos until one video goes viral, aka it gets a lot of views. Then once one video hits, he uses a TikTok feature called respond to comments to make a new video that then gets shown to all the people who saw the initial viral video, aka retargeting. The respond to comments video is when you actually tackle objections, add call to actions, and ultimately try to sell the product and convert people into customers. And since he chose a product that was proven to go viral from the start, it's just a matter of making dozens of videos until one hits. I want to break down just how intentional he was with this business. So he chose a product he knew could go viral because it had gone viral before. He then uses TikTok's algorithm to test which kind of videos go viral. Once they do, he has a retargeting strategy using the respond to comments feature to then finally convert those views into paying customers. This is truly genius because it's intentional from the start. There was no luck involved. This was his exact plan and it's working perfectly. But making a video that goes viral is easier said than done. Who's making these viral videos and what's their process?
I wasn't like super picky, like, oh, you need to be like a super high performing creator, like, or like you need to have X background or whatever. It's like, no, do you have all your limbs and do you have a phone? like let's work. You're gonna name the account some variation of Tabs, some variation of Tabs Chocolate,
okay,
Tabs Chocolate Company, Tabs Chocolate Co., Tabs USA, the viral chocolate. At this point, we have hundreds of accounts. They have full creative control. Now, what I will say is that like when a video goes like viral, I send it out to all of my creators and it's like, yo, you guys all need to remake this, take notes, remake this. Because like, if you see a viral hit, remake that shit, chances are it will go viral again. And I don't know which one's gonna hit.
That's really smart.
It might be the prankster, it might be the grandparents, it might be the model, it might be the OnlyFans thotty. I don't know, right? Like I don't know. I can't tell you which one's gonna hit, but I know that inevitably, if I have enough content going out every single day, one is going to hit. And all I need is one to hit in order to drive serious impact in sales. It's generated millions of dollars in revenue. My thesis is that if you have enough scale, you will win.
If I wanted to do this for my company,
right,
I would go to Twitter. What do I search?
UGC,
just literally
TikTok content creator.
Hashtag UGC,
yeah,
hashtag,
absolutely.
And then just look for people who are like,
there will be thousands.
So simple. And he basically hired anyone from high schoolers to grandparents for very cheap. Next, they were each required to make one video per day on their Tabs branded account. They had full creative control and could decide to make any video that they wanted. Now he has dozens of people creating content for him every single day, and it's just a matter of time until one hits. This style of content is called UGC, or user-generated content, and it is the most affordable type of content because you're not paying some celebrity influencer thousands of dollars to make a post. Just everyday people working for everyday prices. He even goes into how he set up an affiliate program where he only pays people for the sales that they generate, aka free marketing. He goes into depth and detail on this entire process in the full podcast, which I highly recommend you guys go watch. It is just 2 hours of extremely valuable content. I'll leave that link in the description below. Okay, now that he has the product and is getting sales, I'm curious on how he's managing all this, from creating the online store to managing all those influencers. What software and tools is he using to make this possible?
Okay, I mean, so Klaviyo for email.
Okay.
Like right off the bat.
Same.
Right. I have an amazing text messaging, platform that I use that 99% of people don't know about. It's called One Text.
Okay.
And they are revolutionizing the text messaging game. What they do is they allow people to buy your product within the text message. So instead of, hey customer, here's a link to finish your purchase, it's, hey customer, this is a real human being. Press 1 if you want to buy. Like you abandoned this product, press 1 if you want to buy it. And then they have to put in their credit card information once. But now their card is vaulted within the One Text ecosystem.
No way.
Which means that any other merchant that uses One Text and has an overlap doesn't need to even ask for their credit card again. They can literally click 1 and they can buy the
I need
product.
an introduction ASAP.
I'll introduce you. One-click upsells. I mentioned that earlier for the post-purchase upsells. I love those guys. Trello.
Okay.
Yeah, I use Trello for organization, and obviously Slack. Like my whole
For
entire
internal
business,
team. Yeah.
my whole entire business is run off of Slack. Like, I love Slack. But in terms of other like interesting apps, like Social Snowball, huge shout out to Social Snowball. Basically, like they streamline the whole entire affiliate and influencer process.
Okay, so those are the tools that Oliver is using to achieve this level of success, and I highly recommend everybody use these tools if you aren't already. They are super helpful. Oliver was able to create an 8-figure business at just 21 years old. So is he just some sort of genius? Did he get lucky? Or is it something else?
What I really believe is that it's not about intelligence, it's about experience. The more experience you have in the space, the sharper you become, and that leads to training like your intuition, like your subconscious, right? So it's not like you and me, like we're able to like look at a situation, and it's not that you're smarter than me. It's just that you have pattern recognition. You've seen that situation 800 other times, so you know exactly how to navigate. You know exactly what moves you need to make in order to cross that finish line. Whereas for me, I'm a newbie. I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I fall into this mousetrap here. I step on this landmine here. I'm not able to get from point A to B. But it's not because you were smarter than me. It's simply because you had more experience, which leads to more intuition and a wherewithal on how to basically move. And so my biggest piece of advice for people is to get that experience, to learn those skills, and you can't cheat that. There is no shortcut. You need to fail. Before like Tabs, like I had like 20 other ventures. A lot of them were massive failures, right? A lot of them were ridiculous. A lot of them were ridiculous concepts, you know? But that's part of the game. And the only way to hit big is to have all of those smaller experiences. And each one, you pull something, a learning out of, a lesson out of. And then all of a sudden, like things start to click, things start to come together. And then one day you wake up, like, you know, one day I wake up and I'm 21 years old and I'm worth millions and millions of dollars. And it's like, holy shit.
So that is the story of how Oliver went from 0 to $11 million in just 18 months with TikTok. The key takeaway you need to take from this video is that he started the business that was right for him. He was self-aware and asked himself, okay, what am I good at? AKA, what are my advantages? And for him, it was viral TikTok marketing. So he started there and then found a product that matched his skill set. This is really important for aspiring entrepreneurs to understand before they choose which business to start. That's what Oliver did, and it is just super inspiring to see. Again, if you are looking to start your own business, I highly recommend you go watch that video. He doesn't leave anything out, and we go into extreme detail on how he's actually making this possible. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you learned something. If you did, leave a like on the video for me. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.